episode of Vine Panther Presents. We shall be discussing the BMF, apparently the episode everyone's been waiting for. We talk about season 4, episode 4, because we are discussing the famous Source Awards in 1995. And according to AI, this is where Tupac showed up and initiated the conflict between himself and Biggie, which ultimately resulted in both these motherfuckers being killed. And just pick another profession, really, that's what I'm saying. Hip-hop is not for people who want to live. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. You can like on the video, comment on the video. I say all this in the intro, so let's just do that.
Oh, wait. I got to do it now. Wait. This is going to be funny. Wait. You ready? I got to do it.
This is awesome. This is amazing. I love it.
It was psychological. It was emotional.
Extremely entertaining.
But as always, as we try to say here, as we said, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And as we talk about this video, please like on the video and comment on the video, and we will get back to you as soon as possible.
Alrighty, we got a full family episode today. As everyone is here, Jamani is not here. We acknowledge his absence. But maybe we'll see him later. But we appreciate him also being family. But we also got Stacy and Chris back. So we're gonna start with Stacy, and then we'll do it with Chris, and then we'll go through Cam and Demi. Stacy, look, eyes and everything. Where would you like to begin? Is there anything that did it for you?
Nothing did it for me. Not one thing at all. I'm just here so I don't get fined. I can't remember. Like, I did watch episode 1 of this season. I don't remember what other. I don't know why we're here. Like, am I watching Empire? Like the thing with Mexico, does that go anywhere? Like, are we in Mexico? Was that a flashback? I don't know. Why is Lala trying to be a drug dealer? Like, where did B. Mickey's kid come from? I'm confused.
Okay, so unlike other shows where 50 has shoved music, Power Book 3, for no reason into a storyline, this is relevant because they are the BMF. So this really should have been season 2 at best, so we can get to the record label. So that being said, the Mexico thing is the season finale of last season, and they're using it like I would say like Yellow Jackets, where we're showing the past, like they may or may not make it out of Mexico, but we know for a fact they make it out of Mexico. And that's all the action is in those first 3-4 minutes. And then they get to this family bullshit. But it should have been the season. Like Kim and I has discussed, like Mexico just should have been the season. So we can be done with it. But they're fine. They're absolutely fine. But we still got to figure out who's the antler queen, I guess. Some shit. I don't know if they actually answered that question. So there you go. Yes. All right. Okay. So you anything else you want to get off your chest?
T and the other baby mama, are they together? Do they live together? I was confused. What is their relationship now?
They're good co-parenting, even though you don't see the kids. So she's adjusted to the situation of baby daddy pays for shit every once in a while, and I get to stop by and say hello.
Does she still live in that little shitty apartment, or did he get her a house or anything? Like,
I want to say he got her some type of place, but again, none of this is being addressed, and we don't see the kids, so I don't. But she's happy for him, and therefore, good. Hey, there you go.
Well, that's really all I got. Oh well. The suck and blow. Okay, I watched this at like 3 a.m, and I was like half asleep, right?
That's when
so my eyes were like drained, and then I heard suck and blow, and I perked up like, I thought the TV went to some other show, and I look up, and it's this child. They're talking about sucking, and I was like, what
now she is 18 and in college.
Looks like a child. She looks like a child.
I'm just saying, I hear you. I didn't want to see Tariq doing anything in the bed, and I don't want to see Nicole because we see her, quote, grow up. So I don't need to see her take the dick again on a cafe table after
In
she
your
got the dick
brother's
in the back of
restaurant?
the car.
Wasn't that
Huh?
the Terry's restaurant?
Yes. First, so think about this. First, she's fucking in the car that Meech bought. Now she's fucking in the restaurant that T owns. I'm like, can we move on to an apartment? Like a house, maybe a hotel room. Like, get a man who can give you a place to drop your drawers, not random
He's a
places.
drug dealer,
Like,
right?
yes, he has money. But I love how every drug dealer has some type of "I'm trying to save myself in the community" speech. Like, I'm not just doing it for money because that would be heartless. I'm doing it because I gotta come up, and one day I'll get out this shit. It's a narrative, so none of these fuckers go to jail. That's what it is. We didn't want to sell drugs, but the white man oppression made us sell drugs. But as soon as we got enough money, we would have stopped. But I didn't have a choice. B. Mickey's doing it to save his kid. Fucking Terry's doing it to get his family out of the court. This drug dealer who fucked Nicole is doing it for himself and his family. Everybody's doing it for a reason. It's a reason.
Question. When you schedule a surgery and you show up with a like, how does that work exactly? Just curious.
How much did the surgery cost? Let's back it all the way up.
You can deposit that though. Can you deposit and
So again, how do you deposit all that money and no one asks any kind of question? But again, how much does the surgery cost? This has not been established. It's just I need money, and people just throwing money at them.
Yeah,
I don't.
What is the surgery? Like, what's wrong with her? Do we know that?
She has oxygen. She has oxygen. This is
oxygen surgery.
She's oxygen.
To give her endless amounts of oxygen and recycle.
Wait. Okay.
Thanks for that. Like,
okay, but remember the ignorance that Terry gave him the money up front, not knowing how much was needed. He just gave him money up front, and B. Mickey was like, "No, I need to earn this money. So my daughter's gonna suffer for a couple more weeks, probably, so I can feel like a man and earn this illegal money, and then I can save her life."
That's about right.
I get. I don't know.
He earned the money Lucille gave him. That was from the church. They just gave it to him.
That's different money. That's holy money.
Yeah.
Unless I don't know. Oh, I don't know.
Isn't Lucille in her righteousness like, oh, I can't take my son's drug money, but then I also can't take government money? Like, why?
Come on, real quick.
She couldn't get government money because her ex-husband lives for her. I don't think that's a thing. Is that a thing?
Yes.
Okay, so Kim.
Well, I mean, if your husband lives with you and he's making a certain amount of money, she probably won't qualify for welfare.
So it's not the husband living with you; it's the extra income.
Yeah, it's because it is the husband living with her too, because he's able to work. So if he lives there, they're gonna include. I know
couples that get welfare, so I'm confused.
So it depends on is the guy, like, is he on disability? Does he have like an injury that keeps him from working? Is he like only making like $5 an hour and then maybe he qualifies for welfare? Stuff like that.
Well, so real quick, and then Kim, we'll get your spot. I'm sorry, we're going back for real quick about the kid thing though. It was been said, and I'm sure I know my friend Carl has brought this up to me, that the government destroyed the Black family unit with this law that, like, a woman, the only way for a woman to get assistance was to not have a man, because in the late 70s and that kind of thing, it was like the man's is a breadwinner. So why do you need a job if you got a man who can go out there and work? So then women were like, I don't want my man in the house because I need the government to help me with these kids. There's a movie about it. It was in a movie like
Claudine. It's called Claudine.
Right. So
it isn't that you don't want the man in the house, it's that you actually want a house and you want to be able to feed your children, which is why the men were hiding in the closet, because they actually were in the house and she wanted him in the house, but she also wanted to feed her children. So as the man, if you're supposed to be the provider, you provide so she doesn't have to depend on the government. And that way you don't have to hide in the closet. But whatever.
But then we asked the question then, if Charles is working, which he is, as he's wearing his GM uniform, as she's trying to fuck the waitress, which he took her to a nice restaurant, where the fuck is the money as a tenant? You are a tenant. Like, if two of us have paychecks, we should be able to make the mortgage, which, by the way, is paid off because our drug dealing insurance paid it off.
Yeah.
So this doesn't make any sense. You're a 2-income household, and somehow you talking about welfare. Like, this doesn't make any sense.
And your youngest kid is 18 at this point, and she got a full ride. Okay, fine, room and board, but still, like, I would still take, if that's all I have to pay for, you know, well, hell, have her just stay in state then, you know what I mean, or something, you know. She is just crazy. The youngest one is 18, an adult, right? So, and
she's not. They're not going to give the money.
And she's working too.
Yeah,
exactly. You could have 3 incomes. Like, move Nicole back home to Detroit, so you and your ex-husband, who's still in the house, y'all can harness your money and pay the property taxes, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, what is happening?
Yeah, property tax, maybe not. Well, HOA, maybe. Nah, they wouldn't. Have HOA, right?
Come on,
HOA's the son of a bitch. Maybe.
Come on, Chris. I'm like, this storyline makes fuck you. This storyline makes any kind of sense. Like, why are we doing this? But this is what happened when you get to write your own story. You get to be like the strong Christian who's gonna go through the wilderness because you believe in the Lord. And I'm like, stop it. I don't know. All right. So real quick, Chris, I didn't get. We get same time. We're gonna get to let Kim. Chris, anything jumping off at you?
Oh man! Finally, Charles, man, we got to see Charles put, show them hands, man. Finally, for the first time ever, I didn't look at Charles like a punk. I mean, he's still a punk in many ways, but what we saw in this episode, finally, I was like, thank you. Now it looks like you share some sort of DNA with your two boys. You know what I mean? So I mean,
So okay, let's real quick. Let's go down this road real quick. It was an awesome scene, but I felt like he should have whooped the doctor's ass who's trying to fuck his wife like last season, not some random dude of a woman you just took out on one date. Like, it would have made more, because it felt like he was taking out his frustrations on like the world on this fucker. Like,
right.
And I'm like, so
the difference was the big difference is that doctor, at least what was shown was that he was treating his wife good when he was treating his wife like shit, in a sense, and cheating on his wife. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna mess around with another woman. I mean, she's gonna mess around on this dude, this doctor that she knew all her life. It wasn't the same, and it wasn't like the doctor came up to his face and was like, "Get the fuck away from her" or whatever, and laid hand. No, I'm sorry, you can be pissed at. Yeah, he probably want to throw hands at the doctor, but like the moment you put down that glove, like and you throw that first blow, or you spit on someone's face, oh, that's it. That's like a matador. Like, that's it. We out. We about to go. Like.
But then he kept on going.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but huh?
Like, she's like, now I'm scared and I don't want to be like she. Like, he did too much now. And all of a sudden he did. But you know what though? I mean, see, that's the thing. Maybe Charles should have, on his free time when he's not touring, all of a sudden, waiting on people and getting vocal cord surgery. Maybe he should put like a punching bag or something, and just deal with that. I don't know how you had that much stress when you don't have to worry about shit. I mean, I don't. What you gotta worry about? Like, he ain't. We waiting for him to paint a house. The moment that he said he would help B Mickey paint that house, I'm like, oh shit, B Mickey, you ain't getting nothing done in that house. And it never happened. I mean?
Like, it ain't gonna happen.
It never happened.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. For once, I kind of was like happy for Charles for getting it, and for letting his frustration out on a dude who looks kind of bigger than him too. So
so we're doing better than Power Book 3.
Like Tariq taking on
or Kanan, like just taking down people. That's crazy. But Kim, I saw you nod your head. What'd you think of Charles come to the rescue or something in that particular situation?
First off, so that whole thing was just to show the frustration of Charles and his situation he's in. I was like, why are we even showing this? I don't care about Charles at all. I just don't. I'm not saying that they don't need their dad. Of course they do. But I'm just saying this storyline is annoying and it's weak. And why I'm just so tired of Lucille and Charles. Just move on. He needs to move out the house, grow a pair, move out the house, live in a 1-bedroom, rent a room. I don't care what you need to do, but you need to be gone. Black people always stay together for some reason, even though they're not even together. Like people stay separated for like 25 years instead of just going and getting a divorce. Like, and this is all this is showing. And him taking his frustrations out on that man, that wasn't fair. But dude is like creeping on his ex-wife. And that's a dangerous thing actually for Charles to be in the middle of, because he could be defending her, and at any second, because I've seen it happen, that woman will start beating Charles in the head. Get his husband, leave him alone. I didn't ask you to do that.
That's funny you should bring that up, because I thought that's where that scene was going. Because why else the fuck are we watching this? Or Charles gets arrested and maybe that's why we're watching this. Like, there's no consequences. It just moves on to other random shit. Like, what?
So he can be an enforcer to his sons. And then that's where, like, he can't tour no more. And then now he's like,
that's right. You know this?
What's up?
Every episode is like, I'm gonna go on tour. I'm gonna go on tour. Oh, look, I just got done with my tour. Now I'm back on camera. Fuck you and this tour. Like, do a spinoff of you on tour so I don't have to see your ass. Like, do that.
He has 2 jobs.
What's up?
So he has 2 jobs.
Also true. Well, yes. So
3 jobs. Because he works on houses sometimes.
Well, that was pro bono, which would still never happen, to your point. And I love to see how that house is still fucked up. Like, I love to see them walk around with the scars and shit. Like, and Stacey's always like, will they ever get all right, guys? So I'm sorry. Nikki, hello, thank you for joining us. The Marcus, you always are solid about things. Solid 7, 3.5. 3.5. I don't know about some 7. Let's see. I wonder if Maria knows that Purdy is playing with her nose. It's interesting you bring this up. So maybe y'all know the real story. The artist that this character is based on, was she a cocaine head? Did she die of cocaine? Because she's supposed to be, I don't know. I mean, she's supposed to be representing a real person. Is that a thing? Because they keep on showing it like we're supposed to give a fuck that she has a substance abuse problem. I don't know.
Who she is. I was
confused.
Okay.
I think there was only Blue Da Vinci. Like, from everything that they say, the only person that they had on the record label was Blue Da Vinci, and he wasn't even a good rapper. He was just kind of okay.
I was gonna say, I thought they just had affiliates. Like they affiliated with like folks like Jeezy. They affiliated themselves with like folks from the South, but they weren't really like, they didn't.
That one guy.
Because it was a cover anyway. It was mostly a cover for the most part anyway. So it wasn't. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Stacey, you're saying. I'm sorry.
I thought she was supposed to be Aaliyah at one point, because when they did her
I thought that too, but no.
I was like,
you thought she was supposed to be Aaliyah?
Like somehow representing her, because like why is she? And then she was at the thing, right? Like Aaliyah was at the Source thing, right? She was one of them.
But yeah, who wasn't? You talking about who wasn't at the Source back then, especially mid-90s?
So small. Like he was fat, but he was small.
Hey, where's the fake ass Tupac from last season? Like, this is supposed to be Tupac's and Biggie's moment, and like, where's Tupac? Like,
wasn't Suge Knight look kind of small too? That
was small. Yes.
I was like, damn, what's up with that shit? He had more hair too. I was like, okay, what that?
Where the fuck is Diddy? Like, damn, like, what? I mean, you know what? I mean, time out. They should have
Diddy ain't getting along, so
he should have had some baby oil, like just
which is why I think David is saying that he should have been in it and made him look like a goofball. You know,
that's what I'm saying. But like historically, he should have been there. I'm here for the rants. We appreciate you. Trill is giving me P. Diddy vibes. I'm not sure why we had to see him beat up that record label dude, the DJ, and that didn't go anywhere. And then for him to quickly give up Purdy, like quickly, if you want her, here you go, and that's the end of this character. I'm like, What the fuck are we doing?
That's not the end of it.
I don't know. We got
him dating some woman off the balcony at some point.
That was. We need to see some shit like that.
He is. No, I'm looking at the comment. Is Lamar just not coming back now? Now, basically, what they're gonna do is the same thing they did with Unique. Everyone will be like, "Oh, he dead," and then we know better. And all of a sudden, final episode, he hovering over somebody with a hoodie, whatever, with some 2 stars on the shoulder or something,
Before, like,
huh?
He kills Nicole's new fuck buddy. It's like, I'm back, baby. And he's like,
no. It would only be poetic if he kills B Mickey, get revenge. He's going to get B Mickey.
Oh, okay.
And then and then that poor little girl is going to be left with just the mother, and that's it. So
I did love the idea that they reminded us that B Mickey did murder his last woman who was pregnant.
Okay,
he's like,
yeah.
I'm just trying to find love again. And Kim and I talked about that last week. I was like, did he kill that woman? I was like, yeah. And it was Bryant who told him that she was pregnant. So I wouldn't necessarily believe that and shit. Like, he was trying to get into his head. So I don't know if we can confirm that's an actual thing. Nicole getting it from her mama, Cecile, and something like her daddy Charles. I don't know. I mean, so Nicole is growing up. I mean, so she is as a kid, she has a right to like do. It's just like she needs to make better decisions. I'm okay with her having a relationship. And again, she's like the most compelling part of the show so far that I kind of give a fuck about. And now she's pregnant. Okay, we got these
pretty much.
Nicole.
No. But basically, he's giving the same comment that you typically give. Like anytime some young person just all of a sudden have sex raw.
Yeah. Well, that's any straight relationship usually ends up in a baby. That's period. So like we gotta have a babies pop up. Nicole is hot in the box. She just the whole suck and blow thing was misleading and upsetting because I thought, all right, let's get to it, and none of that happened. I was very disappointed. Why we doing this bullshit?
You were disappointed.
Well, I'm like, if we're gonna go that far, then just like have her go down and then the scene cuts off. Like that would have been like, oh, okay. Like I get it. Like I
think that would be even more disrespectful to her character. I mean,
well, she's executive producer, so I don't know why she had allowed this to happen in the first place.
That's a good question.
Why would you put yourself in this position?
Better yet, but I think even worse than that, why in the hell you keep writing your parents certain ways that you're doing? Like you're making your parents look so incompetent in pretty much everything.
Well, they work on it. All right, let's do. We can't forget that Worm is Marquisha.
Who's Worm?
I don't know.
Worm is Marquisha's cousin. Yeah, first Terry with Marquisha, now Nicole with. Oh, is it? Is that? Oh, that's his. Okay, I didn't realize that was his name. Okay. All right.
Okay, I didn't see. DeMarcus knows all these people's names. I didn't know.
DeMarcus, man, you. I don't know if you got like a big old like sheet, like you got. DeMarcus is like the Black Batman or something. He
and Mark Dart. Like if he had his own channel, he could be like Mark Dart and just like break his characters down.
I already figured that.
BMF is so bad, I don't even want to watch C-Force. I'm not sure.
B Mickey needs to like eat or something. I'm tired of looking at his little tiny little chest. Like I don't know why they keep making him
Skeletor
for no reason.
Yo, you know how gay that scene was? Like I'm like, this is complete.
He was gonna make it take his drawers off.
Really? I thought he was gonna be like lift the balls.
Yeah, if Tyler Perry wrote this, he certainly would have.
I thought he would have been like, spread your cheeks and lift your sack. Why do I gotta do all that?
That right.
That's funny. We got it. You could have put a wire down there. That's possible. I'm just saying, why the fuck?
It could have been around his ankles, up his butt, anywhere.
But then he thought it was the medical bracelet. Who will be Nicole's baby daddy? I don't know. You know what? She won't even know. She'll just be like, I got a baby and it's from the Lord. I don't know. Jesus made the baby. All right, Kim, let me ask you.
Yep.
What were you? Did you remember the 1995 source? I didn't give a fuck, and I don't remember. But do you was that a thing?
Yeah,
so what were you expecting to happen? That's what I'm saying. Because the crowd was like, "Oh, 1995 source, it has to happen." And I'm like,
I thought they were gonna like show the infamous moment or something. I don't know. What was it? To me? It didn't even make a. Why are we even showing this? Like Meech and Terry were not a big deal in the music industry. So why are we even showing this? They could have just said we went to the Source Awards and then shown what they actually did, which was they went to a strip bar, which is what they did all the time, and spent like $250,000.
I think what they did. I think the reason why they did the whole Source Award thing, and they did a bad job at it. It was, I mean, the narrator brought up the whole point with Outkast coming out. That part was like huge, right, for the South, in the sense of when Outkast came out one and said, "Yo, the South got something to say," like basically saying, like you East and West Coast, y'all over here doing y'all thing, like don't forget about what we got today, and that kind of transformed everything from Atlanta to Houston, everything. You know what I mean? Florida.
What did it have to do with them? Because they were not.
Because that's what they represented. That's what they represented down there, or at least Meech was. And it was big. Like he did a lot down there in Atlanta, and I thought that's where they were going to go, and they just kind of did a terrible job. If they rewrote it correctly, it would have had a big impact. But they kind of glossed over it and just like, "Oh look, Suge Knight or whatever." I'm like, no, have a fake Andre 3000 and Big Boy or whatever, and say those infamous lines. You know what I mean? And then just make it look like Meech was like, "Yeah, the South got something to say," or something. You know what I mean?
Relevant,
like concerns or something. I'm sure.
What'd you say, Sis?
I'm sure there are some copyright concerns or something.
Copyright? No, what are you talking about? Saying those lines? No, that's you can't copyright that.
It could be Andre. Maybe Andre was like, we don't want to be represented in this shit. Like maybe something. I mean, so I don't know. I bet the crowd like
it's a public figure. So the Outkast as a whole that's a public domain. So they can show Outkast if they want to. Right. They can pretend the Outkast.
Specifically saying those lines in the way that it was said on the award show.
Yeah. You can do that.
Yeah,
that's public. Anything you say in public is public. I can take whatever you say, and that's it.
Either way, they fucked up the scene. Either way,
it was bad. It was like, what was the point? And they showed Bone Thugs and Harmony getting dressed or whatever they were doing, and then they showed the sign of Outkast.
Yeah,
and then that was it.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like Outkast was the thing that did it.
Well, wasn't Purdy talking the left eye?
Yeah, that was left eye.
Yeah, and that's but still, what is the point?
What are we trying
to saying? This is like show her with like her signature look.
Yes,
with her like
yes.
It was.
I had to explain.
I don't think she had it. I don't think she had that on the Source Awards. If you notice, what the celebrities that they had there, we were trying to keep accurate with the costume that they had. Actually, like doing the Source Awards, which is why Suge Knight wore the same red thing that he wore in the Swords. Same thing with Faith Evans and and Biggie. I think that's what they were going for. They were like, the people we show, we're gonna try to have them wear almost pretty much the same thing that they were wearing during the Swords. That's why I think Left Eye was just kind of didn't look like her typical like TLC thing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, what was the rest of anyway? It meant nothing to the overall storyline that they were trying to achieve. We do care about the kids. I care about the kids. I always care about the kids. And then Markeisha brought up the kids when her trick ass was going from man to man trying to find her next drug connect. We say this all the time. Lala needs to make better decisions. I'm like, God damn it! Like, why is she not murdered as a character and being replaced with another woman that represents Big T's ultimate love or some interest or some shit? Like, this woman character is unnecessary.
It's in her contract. It's in her contract. She said after Power, you can't kill me off no more. Like that's it. That's it. After that,
I would not be silenced. Breeze, because he appears like he wants other women. I guess that's supposed to be the baby daddy. B had problems just like B Mickey's mother Vera. DeMarcus, you bringing all these characters together. It's funny that none of this is in the dialogue. Like, this is a good point, and that would be nice if they tied these two characters together, but none of this is in the dialogue. We got bullshit. Force has nothing to do with bullshit. Mediocre fest.
BMF. That's BMF. If you look at it.
Thank you. Because I was like, what the they're both. I mean, they're both relatively trash, though. I mean, I'm sorry. Like 50 has fucked up both of these stories, and it doesn't make sense. Like, this has history, solid history to work with, and they completely fucked this thing up. And I don't understand how they did that. Like, it takes effort. It takes effort to fuck up somebody's story this bad. I feel like I don't understand. I don't say. Even if you write your own story, you should be able to do it better than this shit. Anyway, okay, what we got? Okay, Stacey. Where do you want this series to end? How would you? Don't you think this is supposed to be the last season? I swear to
This
God,
is
like
it. This is it.
50 Cent says.
Who said that?
50.
50
Yeah,
said
50
that?
said this is it. It's over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I
what you
think Lil Meech needs to die.
got?
I mean, why not? Like,
Stacey's like, screw the historical shit. Like, screw.
they is based on, therefore, anything can happen. We know all this stuff isn't accurate. So Lil Meech needs to die. I need it to happen. Him and his daddy.
damn, because Charles is completely. Charles needs to die in the drive-by, which causes them to seek vengeance against Lamar. Like you said, just make up some shit. Let Lamar kill Charles while he's about to go on tour for the second time that we don't see, and then be like, and just take him out, or have that crazy ex-husband take him out. Like, this is one of those NBC made-for-TV specials. Like, I was watching this shit, I was like, I remember those in the 80s. I was like, oh damn it, I felt bad. You remember the one with Joe? This really stuck in my head. You remember the one with Joe from the girls? Fuck.
Golden Girl?
Fuck. Joe.
Girlfriends?
No. She was the butch one. It was like
Living Single?
no, they were all kids and like they grew up.
Oh.
Immature?
No.
Is it a
Natalie,
show? Is it a show?
Tootie. Come on.
Facts of life.
Oh.
Excellent.
You went back. Oh, okay.
Yeah. You remember when Joe starred in that made-for-TV movie about domestic violence?
Yeah.
And she got remember that, Kim? That fucked me up for a long time. Like, she got stomped out. It was hard to watch. Like, I was like, oh shit. Like, they had her in Traction and shooting this, and they played it twice a year. They always play these movies twice a year. That fucked me up for a long time. Like, it was like, oh shit. Like, it got really real. Anyway, all that to say, Charles was trying to prevent something like that, and then he gets killed doing some shit like that. I would be like, all right, now Charles is something. Yeah. This shit. This is the last season. Like as Kim said, like, he tweeted something. It was like, this is it. So it's not going to end like it's the last season. It's just not going to come back. And then but he has 2 spinoffs for this bullshit. So I'm hoping they fast forward to the actual record label days. Terry and Cara definitely. The fucked up. Yeah, that was hilarious when the two little brothers bonded over their mutual injuries.
You said hilarious.
That was.
I didn't know this Billy's can be hilarious.
I'm blind. He's like, my hand hurt. Like, I was like, we can be brothers. I was like, God damn it. Why would we do this shit?
Did you really just say my hand hurt?
He's
it's not that is hurt, dude. Damn.
He's like, I got this shit. It's like, is that
That is
historical?
kind of fucked up though, man. Like, this dude was about to go pro, and then I would have held that resentment over my brother probably forever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm basically now your student. Huh?
What's up?
Just throw with your other hand.
Just
throw with your other hand.
Oh, well, I mean, no. I mean, he was known to bat. Like, it's just like it's
a picture or something.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, to your point, the Black Ranger from Power Rangers, he got 4 fingers on one of his hands. So, I mean, he made it work.
I'm gonna take it back further and say Handyman. Somebody should call him Handyman.
No,
because Living Color should have been on by now.
No,
so you should have been like the power
Really?
of the handicap. Somebody should have did that shit to him, because that would have been hilarious. Like, I would have laughed. It don't have to be historically accurate. I just want to see
that show.
Handyman.
There's so much stuff that Living Color did that there's no way. Man, talk about certain shit that's going to get canceled. Oh my god,
canceled. She's paying taxes on the home. Lucille.
My thing is, did she get that money? The money she got for B Mickey. Did she go the same route that she saw down at Morris Brown over at that church? Is that how she got that money?
That would have been a good scene. That would have been a good scene. And then we talked about this last week. Like, churches are tax-free businesses. Like, why are you sinking your money into a record label that has to pay taxes, bitch? Like, just buy a church. Like, put your mama in charge of a church and clean your money, and you go home rich. I was like, you don't. I'm just saying the Lord can clean it. I mean, he can turn water into wine. He can clean money. Somebody should have thought about this. Like, it's not that hard. I'm not anyway. What's we got? Charles threw hands last season at the club against Remy and Meme. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. And Neem, I did not know that. I did not know that.
I forgot.
Wait, did he? Who did he fight?
What Nikki
He
said.
did. Remember when they was like, didn't they go out of town or something? And it was and
he went
then,
to go
the
visit.
father like joined into a fight they had.
Okay, that's right. Okay.
Charles beat down someone at the Jack the rapper concert also. See, they know this shit. Charles was protecting his date from a violent man. That's good. He would be a sucker to fight the doctor for dating his wife. So I hear you.
David. That's what I'm saying.
Also, he should have been on the date though, because when you say, "Why are you divorced, ma'am?" "Oh, my husband was terrible. He stalked me. In fact, somehow he's over there right there." Okay. Why did you get divorced? "Oh, I fucked around with my wife from a woman from church." Because I like dark-skinned women though, so that's what I'm saying. I'm consistent, but I'm also unfaithful consistently. I'm like, how do we?
What's up? Your wife is light-skinned. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. But you want a little chocolate with your caramel. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he just wants to. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. You just mix the flavors together. As long as he don't give himself a white woman, which we'll talk about next video. Because what the fuck are we doing? But anyway, that's a preview of The Chi. Fuck this show. Anyway, that being said, let me say again, The Chi was better. Damn it. Like I gotta say, as ignorant as it was, it had more significant things going on than this silly shit. So I'm actually looking forward to talk about The Chi this week. Let's see. Charles should move to Atlanta with the house. That's right. We talked about that last week too. That house is in his name because he signed for it, right? So I don't know why that's not a thing. Let's talk about Bryant looking at titties and somehow can't multitask. Because if I'm getting a lap dance, I'm gonna appreciate the lap dance, and then I'm still gonna be a detective and be like, "Oh, that's that guy over there." Anywho, she's like, "Excuse me, I'm shaking my ass," but he's like, "Look here, bitch." I'm like, "What?" All you gotta say is no, thank you. That's all you have to do. Then she would have moved on. Like, I'm not. No one forces ass on you, bro. That's not a thing. Like they move on to the next dude.
That's true.
Right, Chris? Right. Not that you know personally. You're just saying in general, as you heard, they move on. They don't
really, all you gotta say is, "I ain't got no money," and then they'll get right off. They'll tell
all the other women, "Don't fuck with that dude, bro."
Yeah, and then guess what? You have clear view to look at the homie that you can't look at. You know what I mean? So
I'd be like, "What the fuck are we doing? Stakeout at the strip club? What are we doing? This better be historically accurate. There better be like actual things that happen."
He was like 5 feet away, and he has binoculars, like he's looking across town. I was confused.
He was like, "Oh my god, that big black motherfucker over there must be Bryant. I gotta go." Then he disappeared like a ninja. I was like, "How'd you do it?" He was like, "Oh, what happened? What happened?" I was like, and he's the only cop in all of Atlanta PD that can help out with the stakeout. That's how big BMF is, though, right? That they had the FBI trying
to. Is he in Atlanta now? I'm confused.
He's moved to Atlanta. Yeah, he moved to Atlanta. Yeah. Well, because I don't know. Let's not focus on that. He moved to Atlanta, and now he's part of Red Dogs, and all of them are busy, and none of them can go to the strip club. Only him.
Yeah, Red Dogs are all somewhere else, I guess.
All the cops are they're patrolling the streets for the Olympics. They make sure they let you know the Olympics is coming, and that's real shit. Like they're trying to make sure.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I mean that's how they were formed in the first place. So I mean, they were formed because of that. You know.
Yeah, no, I see. It's just interesting that the historical events that they focus, like, make sure you know the Olympics are happening. Make sure the source happens. So I'm assuming they need to last long enough to see Tupac die at least, so we can be like, okay, like this is legit. I don't know what they were.
Yeah, do you think are they gonna make it where like Meech is like in the passenger seat or something? We're like,
this is gonna be Godfather of Harlem. This is gonna be where like for some reason BMF was there at Sawtooth and they could have saved them. They're like, hey, bro, you want to hang out with us tonight? He's like, nah. Suge and I gotta go driving, and they end up getting shot. It's like, oh, we were so close to save it.
Damn, I was so close. Yeah, get him.
Get him. I was like, oh man, Purdy's character symbolizes Blue Da Vinci, the first art. So did he? That's a guy, right? So did he have a drug problem? Maybe Purdy isn't because they still from was BMF. So that's a good that's a good point. So maybe she's a pre-BMF artist. Left Eye wasn't even at the Source Awards. She also to 1999. Just because they're not historically accurate, let's just chalk it up to that they were making some kind of effort to bring hip hop together.
Well, Aaliyah was there. She was a presenter.
Yeah. So she was definitely. I remember one of them. I was like, that must be Aaliyah. And I was like, so I don't know why we did any of this bullshit. Like, this is not. And then Loco, I every week they give Lil Meech these unnecessary fake ass like Spanish speaking scenes, and it irritates the fuck out of me, bruh. It is insulting to talk to someone from another language and use that fake ass like accent. Hello, loco. You are loco. Yes. See, look at the warehouse of the druggos. All the druggos are going to be here.
And then how is it that he keeps speaking Spanish? Loco is speaking Spanish to Meech. Meech doesn't understand a lick of Spanish, but the conversation this man is giving him is in Spanish, and I'm like,
still flowing.
They do this in so many shows. It's crazy. It'll be Spanglish. It'll be like half in English, half in Spanish. Yeah. And it's to keep their their multicultural diverse audience up to date and to make the other character who probably only knows the word "sí" and "gracias" and just let them know they'll just understand everything because apparently they share the same subtitles as we do apparently. So they
with all
because they never see anything in their language. They'll just say, no man, but he's after you though. He's like says sí no, but
no, because Chris don't even know. Let's not insult anybody who speaks Spanish, Chris. But that being said, going down this road, I would love if one of these unnecessary flashbacks, if they show Loco teaching like Meech Spanish, since they're walking the streets like Kung Fu, just getting into adventures and shit. Like I'm like, where are we going? Where are they actually trying to get to? Like, I don't understand.
I don't understand why we even needed the Mexican scene.
Yeah,
why did we need it?
I thought there was something big was going to happen between him and Terry, Meech and Terry. And for them to have like this divide, but then the funny thing is, even after the divide, like they still group back together. So I'm like, is the Mexico thing even like worth it? Like, why the hell are we getting this then? You know what I mean? I'm starting to not care anymore. It's like, all right, we get a rattlesnake bite with a fake ass shaman, and then some chicken with its head cut off type shit, and a random coyote, I guess. It just didn't. I don't understand why they're doing this. I mean, too many shows are doing this. This one does not feel right. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't it seem like they just keep throwing stuff in? Oh, well, let's show this for a second. It may have happened, or maybe someone mentioned a vacation in Mexico. Let's make this a whole storyline. But the storyline doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like, also, Kim and I talked about this too. That was another scene where they made sure that neither brother killed anyone. One, T was like, we shouldn't even be doing this, man. We're about peace. And then fucking Big Meech just happened to shoot the ground. So both cops were fine when it's all said and done. Basically, Loco's the one that whooped their asses. So if any Mexican authorities watch this TV show, they can't prosecute any one of these guys. So I'm like, fuck you. Why are we doing this? But
they can't prosecute them anyway. They really can't, because it says in the beginning, this is loosely. And it's all alleged. So they have already covered that base.
But they still go through the efforts to
but they do, just like they try to make Lucille, and I'm not trying to diss their mom, but I'm just saying they're trying to make it seem like she was so not in favor of the money.
Yeah.
But when you look at her Instagram and you look at all, everything about her,
she was about that life.
Still getting the cash. So I'm just saying, why are you trying to make your mother into a saint on a show that really is not based on truth?
Yeah, it makes her look
Right?
even worse.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We know
it makes her
that
makes her look like a hypocrite. It makes her look.
Yeah,
it makes
exactly.
her,
Because her and Charles indulged. That's why Meech
right.
told Terry, and this is real. They said it. That's why he told Terry, Mom and Dad are gonna go, and Nicole are gonna go to jail. So we have to go ahead and take this plea.
Oh,
That's why he did it, because he knew they were reaping the benefits of this whole thing.
It was just so weird. That's why I did not understand. And it felt like Nicole was speaking for everyone. To David's point about Nicole being the only interesting thing about the show is that the fact that this girl gets arrested because of Meek's decision of Meek having given her a stolen car.
Yeah,
and this girl named, and then this so-called mother named Lucille, the first thing she does is like get mad at her, and we're like, we gotta talk. You were having sex? No, like, huh? Wait a minute. That's what you like, basically like.
That's what you took out of this.
That's what you're upset about. You're getting upset with her about this shit. Like you would have thought she had like sex on like camera or something and did like a porno the way
OnlyFans.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the way she was talking. I was like, bro.
She has to pay for college one way or the other.
Yeah, and it's so funny because the first season it seemed completely different because she was so pissed off at me. She was like, "Don't be influencing your little brother. Don't be doing that." And then the first episode in this new season, we see her getting a tear like, "Don't you want to say hi to your brother? Your brother's back. Oh my god, I got my son back. I'm like, the fuck, the dude, like what? Like, yo, Lucille, I don't even like using these words, but at least the way. Okay, I can say because this one's a fictional mother. Horrible parent, bad parenting. At least for this fictional woman that y'all portraying. You know,
now that I am a parent, I realize that sometimes you do the best you can with what you got. But now I can say, fuck this parenting.
Her, like, you know, and that's the thing. Her in real life, the mother's probably sweetheart or whatnot, and still probably a lot like kind of what Kim was saying is probably her stuff that's on the Instagram. Who knows? A lot of parents probably do that. Fine, you know, but I highly doubt, hopefully not in real life, she was at least hypocritical about it. At least, you know what I mean? If she took the money, she took the money from both her sons. Okay, whatever. A lot of people do it, and they just try to look the other way, you know. But they don't try to also like start criticizing them left and right, and then also be like, it's like you doing something horrible. Yes, give me that money, by the way. Like, huh? People don't operate like that. Like, you know what I mean?
Because
like,
it's giving mixed messages here.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
Meech, stop teaching your siblings to do bad things. But the house needs to be paid off. So we'll go ahead, and we didn't see that. You didn't pay off a mortgage that me and my husband have been trying to pay off for like 20 years.
Yeah.
You didn't just walk into an office and pay it all. I mean,
real quick. Why is Nicole working in Detroit if she's going to school in Atlanta?
She just graduated. So summer vacation.
It's not for her to leave yet.
Yeah, it's not time for her to leave. She ain't gonna leave until August. School don't start until the fall.
Oh, all right. Because they went down to look at. Okay, thank you. Because they were down looking at the school. I was like, I thought she's already in school, but okay. If she has her boyfriend somehow already started school. We never got back to that. Breeze will leave Detroit and live with his aunt and uncle in New York, who runs a drug organization. Oh, okay. Oh, I get it. Thank you. You almost got me there. I was like, and then he'll run into this guy named Kanan. It's like, I like it. You seriously almost got me with that one. Nicole should be on birth control. We actually did have that. So it's kind of ironic that she's going to end up being pregnant. Nicole is looking at pregnancy test next episode. Actress.
Wait, let me ask you this. In real life, did Nicole kind of get pregnant around that time in 95? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, damn.
Why
are you gonna do that to your sister? Why are you gonna portray her like this on screen like this? Then, damn it.
They want you to know.
Executive producer.
Yeah, she did this to herself. Like she's like yeah. That's why I was like, why?
I mean, but did she though? Because let's be real. Sometimes you be executive producer, but you don't really look at until like it'll be on TV. Like, what the fuck did I sign up for? Like,
I'm just
you know,
saying, you look real dumb as fuck to have your name on a show that's portraying you this way. That's
true,
all I'm saying.
True.
You would try to make some kind of effort. The lesbian homie is back. I do like that show. So thank you. Is it on Tubi? Because I'm not watching it on YouTube, but I'm gonna get to that. I do like the lesbian homie. I feel like they should have wrapped it up though. I feel like they kind of stretching it out right now.
I didn't know. So that's the actual name of it. I thought he was just trying to like be kind of funny with the name
of lesbians. It should be called the lesbian lover because he bangs all the lesbians.
Is the brat in it?
Huh?
Is the brat in it? Like who's in it?
No. It's like I don't think any of them are actual real lesbians. Like he found like women and they're playing lesbians. Persephone is one. They're all pretty much all Instagram models or like amateur actors. It's actually pretty good.
So they get models. So then not only do they get lesbians watching, but they actually get guys.
Legit. So it's like. That's what I'm saying.
Smart.
And I was like,
devious,
it's
smart,
like,
very
the
devious, smart.
Is solid, but the writing is actually pretty good. It's pretty funny. It really is. It's well written. I mean, I said plenty of times, if like HBO picked up that show and gave it a real budget, it would do extremely well. Like right now, it's just like it's like YouTube, Tubi stuff right now.
You said it'll be solid. I mean, so Amazon's Harlem was all the bee's knees. That was all the bee's knees, huh?
Stop it. That's not what I said. I said this show written by this guy, like he's a good comedy writer. Minus the titties. Hold on. KG was
the
right.
what?
Cheerios. I don't understand that.
Honey, not KG was right. Who's KG?
I don't know.
KG was right.
Did you finish this one off? I don't get it.
DeMarcus, who's KG?
No, that's Nikki B. Oh, you asked.
I know Nikki B. I'm just saying DeMarcus would know though.
Said this show is over, but STARZ didn't.
Exactly. That's a good point.
Well, again, I would say this is where we get into like the spinoffs. Like I heard that there are at least 2 spinoffs coming for this series.
Spinoffs.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Look, bro. Like it's like there's 2 spinoffs coming.
Like Lucille and Charles.
Who is the spinoffs about?
Is it gonna be a Lucille Charles thing? Is this gonna be like divorce?
Him on the road. It's gonna be Charles on the road. It's going to be like if they flash forward, like we said this before. BMF was the providers for drug dealers from coast to coast. Like they could pick any of them and be like, this is this city's stuff. Clean Pins had at least 2 drug dealers who were part of the BMF network. Like there's plenty of stories to be like, oh, I was Meech's right hand person in this city, and let me tell my story, and then they can be in the background. So there is room to work with. But if this is the formula, fuck those shows. Like this.
But let's be real. The reason why people were even watching BMF is because people already knew the name these guys, right? Not to mention you literally had Big Meech's son playing it. Like let's be real. Those are 2 big reasons why people even started watching BMF. Because they're like, oh, they're finally turning this into a show. It's like, oh, wait, Little Meech is actually going to be in it. Oh shit, you know what I mean? I don't. You introducing some random other drug dealers. I don't think that's going to be something that people are going to catch their eyes on. So, Kevin Durant.
Okay. From the Celtics, he was right. Oh, so that now they're trying to catch him. I didn't. Okay, what did he say? Okay,
Honey Nut Cheerios was a reference to Lala Anthony. I think he was beefing with her husband, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Oh, Shumpert.
Carmelo, whatever. He was beefing with her husband. He said your wife tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios or something like that.
Damn.
Oh.
Damn.
Okay. All right, Nikki. Damn. Okay. Wow.
That's hard. That's hard right there. The spinoff, 263 crew and Terry and Meech crew in Atlanta. I knew DeMarcus would know.
Oh, okay. All right. That might be legit then.
And Terry and so that okay. All right, I didn't know that.
So no Lamar spinoff, huh? Because
that's why we thought Lamar was gonna get
a free. To go back to London and work on his superpowers. So.
That's right, Supercell. Niggas in London. Season 2 needs to come out.
He was a Supercell?
Yes, he was one of the super niggas. You didn't know
that?
Was
he? I thought he was a different, like,
he was
dark
the
skin
father.
dude.
He was the father. He had a British accent, but he was the father who robbed the ATM machine because he's black. And then he.
Why you got to add that? Why does that have to be added?
Because he's black. He robbed the ATM machine.
Oh, white people probably rob more ATMs than black people. Have you not seen The Dark Knight?
We discussed this when we discussed Supercell season 1, and I'll be happy to do it with you again in season 2.
Yes, you're on. You're on.
I see you, sir.
Matter of fact, next week, Ironheart, when we talk about the other.
Oh damn it! Don't get me started. Don't get me started, bro. Like I was like, I love Ryan Coogler, but he has some issues, bro. Like he is not good for black people. Like he's not.
Don't you dare! Don't blame Ryan Coogler for this.
Yes, fuck you not. He did for BMF. We'll do it for next week. But be damn, Ryan Coogler is responsible, and do not do that. He has done this repeatedly. Do not do this bullshit. He did it in Black Panther. He did it in Ironheart. Like he has this thing. We'll do it. We'll do it next week. We'll do it next week.
Okay. All right.
But no, this
I need to hear this. I can't wait to hear this.
I'm curious of what are y'all talking about?
Oh,
there's a show. There's a show we're watching on Disney Plus. About it's a superhero, but it is it's a black female character, and she was introduced by
Tony Stark, right?
The new Tony Stark essentially, but she was introduced in a Ryan Coogler made film in Black Panther 2, and
I saw that.
Blaming he's basically saying Ryan Coogler's writing / directorial issues is dealing with how black people are being portrayed. Yes. I know he's not saying that about Tyler Perry, but Ryan Coogler's the problem.
He didn't do Ironheart, Chris. If Tyler Perry would do
Ryan Coogler didn't do Ironheart. He is the executive producer. You want to talk about executive producer? He's the 5th name brought up on there. We will 4 names brought up an executive producer.
Sometimes can be about money. Executive producers are not always involved. Sometimes it's about how much money they put into the project.
There is 7 names named an executive producer. Ryan Coogler is the 5th name brought up.
That's my point, Chris. He probably put in his money, but it doesn't mean that he put in a whole bunch of writing.
Nothing. If anything, the only thing he gave Marvel was basically say, "Hey, this is the direction I would go, whatever." So and that was it. He ran away and did do something.
He's the one that then introduced the character. We will do this next week. We got to get to the Shy. I need to shit on that. Ironheart is based on the comics. The backstory, we will talk about Ironheart next week. There's some serious problems with how black people are represented. I felt like I was watching season 8 of The Shy, and it would have made sense. And I would have been like, Riri needs to be. We will do this.
Bro, I can't believe you having me defend Ironheart because I am not a fan of Ironheart, but damn, I would not go.
I'm telling you, with the drive-by and all that shit, there would have been more gay people in Ironheart if Tyler Perry produced it. But nevertheless,
I agree there. I agree.
All right. So we can do it anyway. We got to get up out of here. We got to get to Chicago and talk about Jada walking, getting up out of here. All right. Chris, anything else before we say? Is there any big announcements you want to make to everybody? If not, it's okay.
Damn, I put in. Damn.
No, I didn't know. I thought we talked about it. It's okay. It's okay.
I mean, we talked about like in our chat, but
it's okay.
Okay,
man.
All right. Since David, I mean,
peer pressure.
I'll bring it up later. I'm gonna bring it up later. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's one thing to bring it up. Anyway, I will just say this though. I will still keep it to BMF with my backwards thing on the background. Sorry, I gotta flip it. But anyway, I disagree with David with the whole giving a 3.5, but I will say it has still a lot more room than it needs to go. I will say this: it's still even with these 4 episodes, I think it's still better than season 3. So that's a plus that I have with BMF. I just need them to cut the bullshit and just show what happened to Lamar. I know what they're going to try to do with this whole season finale thing. They're going to definitely try. Oh no, if this is the last season, like what you guys are all saying, we probably won't, get that. But anyway, I just need them kind of speed the story along. Then, if this is it, if this is all we're getting, so that's pretty much it. Till then, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next week because I did not see this episode of The Shy, and apparently, from what I'm hearing, I did not miss much. So
it's all real. You did not. Jada's gonna be a good story. But anyway, bro, we'll see you next week, man. Thanks. And Ironheart next week too.
Oh
Sunday.
yeah, Ironheart. Yep.
Next Sunday. All right. Boop. All right, Stacey, since you will not be with us for the shy, what do you have to say for us? Oh, my bad. Hold on. There you go. Stacey, please. Anything else? I'm gonna get this right. There you go. Anything else?
I thought at some point we would get to see grown up Meech and Terry, but I guess that's not going to be a thing. So I really don't care. Like I said, kill little Meech and his daddy, and I'm good.
Okay. I'm still working through super Africans. Actually spiritual Africans be the best way to put it, actually. But I think we should do all 3 seasons when I'm done. It looks
like
great.
each season is like completely different.
Right.
Reason for it, and we'll discuss that offline if you would like to. I just didn't want to respond to your text because I didn't want to spoil it.
No, I appreciate it. Yeah. Let's put that on the list long term. But we'll see you next week. Boop. All right, Kim. Anything else for this before we move on to the great, the shy?
No, I really hate the show. I don't know why even exists. It's just annoying, extremely annoying. Like, comment, subscribe. We love you guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Kim. All right, let's last comment because I believe in it. Ryan Coogler, Lena Waithe, Tyler Perry are horrible. I would go that far. Anyway, I feel like this perpetuates stereotypes. But again, we'll talk about this when we get to Ironheart as a crew. And we'll definitely talk about the shy. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for hanging out. Kim and I are going to head over to the next room, so we are not late. But listen to the exit, and we will see you for the next video.
I will say thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. I see people watching us, people in the chat.
I enjoy the view very much. I don't know what the fuck I was watching.
Rewatch this when we're done. Rewatch this. You'll see what we're talking about. You're gonna be like, oh shit.
Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
You gonna go there.
Oh, shit. Stacey, do your thing.
Fuck that shit.
But anyway, please like and share and comment on the video and all that kinds of stuff. As they say, we're just gonna end this broadcast and say bye.